This edition of the Ridley Report is brought to you by NewHampshireFreePress.com.
And we're going to be looking at all those individuals and running them through the removal process because, again, we had misinformation. We thought those were legitimate apartments.
Right, and I thought that there was some sort of way that a voter could be private with his or her information.
Yeah. Again, there's a statutory process. I'm not familiar with it, but again, that's sort of out of our hands. So.
Okay, guys. Well, I don't want to take up any more of your time. I appreciate the discussion, and
yeah, okay.
It's a shame that what would it take to get none of the above on the ballot here in Keene? You know?
No, I don't know.
Would that be like a legislative thing? Like the legislature would have to pass some sort of none of the above option, like to where every election could have so and so, and then none of the above?
I don't think you can vote for a vacancy.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
But wouldn't they be able to authorize that if the legislature wanted to add that option to the
could
ballot?
do
They could probably do
what
that.
they do, yeah.
And then you guys would have to go along with it.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Yeah. Okay, Ian.
Guys have a super day.
Sorry, couldn't come to agreement on it.
Thanks so much.
See ya.
Thanks for everything. It's too scary to have nobody run, you know? Nobody might win.
So, yeah, I know you're disappointed with their decision on this, but what
Can't say I'm surprised.
Why have nobody on the ballot? Why is that important to you?
Well, I think it'd be interesting to, when you're having an election, everybody always just kind of presumes that when people are voting, they're either voting because they believe in the person they're voting for or they're voting for the lesser of two evils. It seems to be, kind of one or the other. And so I figured instead of, for those folks that have been voting for the lesser of two evils, instead of just giving them evil to vote for, let's give them a real option that they can actually choose that will be the definite lesser. This is not evil at all. It's
Having
just
nobody in charge is not an option on the ballot at this point.
And it should be. None of the above option should be on the ballot. I don't know if it is anywhere in the country, but I think it's a fine idea. And so my idea of running under a nickname of nobody, which they supposedly allow nicknames here in Keene, was to make that happen to some level, to where people could look on the ballot and say, nobody? Yeah, I'll vote for nobody. And I would, of course, have sworn in any sort of interview, and I'd filled out the voters or the candidates' information form that they have, where I made it very clear that I would not be swearing into the office, the oath. I would not be attending any of the meetings. So I would really be a nobody. I would not show up. And they don't want me on the ballot. And as you heard them say, they would have disqualified it even if I've been calling myself nobody for 5 years.